Hey guys, this is Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy. Hey, today we're here in Jacksonville Beach, Florida. I'm at lunch. I thought I'd come out here and dip my toe up in the water. We got a subject for ourselves today, so let's go ahead and dive right on into it. It's selling. Why selling is a numbers game. What did he say? I said selling. Why selling is a numbers game. You know, I've been in sales since the 80s in one form or capacity, and I've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. And the one thing that's common in all of my selling opportunities is that it's a numbers game. And what I mean by that, being a numbers game, it's like this. You're going to have to get out there and do the work. You're going to have to pick up that heavy phone. You're going to have to call as many people as you can. You're going to have to go out there and see the customers. You're going to have to go business to business, door to door. You have to do things that a lot of salespeople don't want to do. You know, it's called being lazy. You know, but see, here's the thing. You never know which customer you're going to talk to is going to be your next sell. And I'm going to tell you what, if you're looking for an opportunity to make big money, commission sales is the only way to go. And remember, when you're out there knocking on doors and you're not having any luck, you're feeling like a dime's worth of doo-doo, you might feel as though, man, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. You're not doing anything wrong. You're knocking on the doors, you're picking up the phone, you're calling those people, you're doing the things that it seems a little bit mundane, it seems kind of boring, it seems kind of frustrating, but to be a real salesperson and to be a successful salesperson, you got to go out there, you got to go beat the bushes, you got to go out there and see the customers, you got to go do the things that a lot of people don't like to do. You got to get a lot of rejections, you got to get a lot of objections, and I'm going to tell you what, selling can be a great career. I've been in it, like I said, since the 80s. And I'll tell you the good, the bad, the ugly, and the warts and all when it comes to selling, but I don't see nothing bad in it. For me, it's all good. And I like to share that with you. And our subject for today is selling. Why is selling a numbers game? Check at it like this. You're going door to door. You knock on a customer's door. You give your presentation, or maybe you don't get a chance to do a presentation because nobody answers the door. Or maybe they say, I'm not interested, I don't want anything. But see, here's the thing, our whole goal is to have more presentations. When you do more presentations, you get better at it, you get better at your closing ratio, you get better at being able to overcome objections, because a lot of the stuff that you're going to run into when you're out there selling is going to be very similar, especially if you're selling the same products day in and day out. And the key to success is to maintain and stick and stay. The people who do really well in sales, they'll keep going and keep going. Yeah, they'll have their failures, they'll have their bad days, they'll have days where, you know, they don't make the money that they thought they should, but winners never quit. And quitters always, you know, they just give up too easy. And I've been in sales for a long time, and I've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly, and the warts and all. And one of the things, like I said, that keeps being constant, it's a numbers game. Selling is so vitally important. And without salespeople, this world would have nothing. We'd have no economy. And so when you're out there knocking on doors, business to business, just remember, get a pad of paper. What I do is I put a little check mark for each person that I talk to. And then I also do a check mark for the ones I knocked on their door and nobody answered. I also do another check mark for the ones where I had a conversation with the customer and gave them a full, complete presentation. Then I have another check mark for the ones that I closed. Now you can kind of figure out your closing ratio that way, and it also gives you the capability to look at what you're doing. And it also gives you the capability to say, hey, listen, I know this is a numbers game. Now it means the next person I talk to is going to be a customer. It's going to be the person who's going to buy from me. And if you do it like that, and if you kind of play it like a game, it becomes kind of fun. It becomes kind of like educational, and you'll start to see the numbers roll in your favor. And remember, the more presentations that you give, remember it's a numbers game, the better you become at saying and doing your presentation. You get so good at it that what happens is you need to see less people, and those numbers increase as far as the people that you close. And a key thing is getting in front of customers, guys. I'm gonna tell you what, when you're a salesperson and getting in front of people, it's really, really important, because if you go door to door or business to business, and if you don't talk to anybody, sometimes we can feel overwhelmed, we can feel less than, we can feel as though, damn, what am I doing wrong? It's about timing, guys. It's also about, it's a numbers game. And you also have to remember when our people are going to be available most. A lot of people, when they're door to door, business to business, or over the phone, business to business, you got people working there during the daytime. But seeing most of your door-to-door sales, you're going to have people coming home. You got people that are there in the daytime, but in the evening time is when you're going to have more opportunity to make more sales and more closes. So you have to be there at the peak hours between 5 and probably 8:30. And in that time frame, you'll have a better chance to meet people and have a better conversation in your selling game. Remember, we're talking about selling, and selling, why is it a numbers game? It's that you have more competition, or should I say not competition, but you have more opportunity to talk to people in the later hours of the day. It's just the truth. You have a better percentage, you have a better closing ratio when you have to work in the afternoons, evenings. I've been in business for a long time, and I'll tell you what, most of my sales generally come in the late afternoon or in the very early evening. I'm just saying, I don't know why, but that's the way it works. It's a numbers game. And during the daytime, I try to do a lot of basic stuff. I don't beat myself up when I don't make any sales in the early part of the day, because I look forward to the evening. Because see, people are getting off work, you know, they're done with the day, so they're more inclined to have more of a conversation with you. And they're always home too, especially when they get off of work. And my name is Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy. Just remember, selling, it is a numbers game, so you do have to be proactive. And it's always a good idea to write down, like I said, the amount of people that you come in contact. You know the little thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, it's 5 slash. And then what'll happen is over time, you'll get better and better and better at your presentation. You need to route your days. You need to have these conversations at all these different locations. Go out and see the people that you need to see. But selling is a numbers game. So do me a favor, go out there and sell something. But if you ain't asking for the order, you ain't selling. And remember, selling, it really is a numbers game. The more people you talk to, the better chance, the more opportunities you'll have to close your sales. So don't give up on sales. Do your best. And remember, selling, it is a numbers game. So go out there and sell something. All right.